Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week I did my annual cleaning of my trailer. I tend to only do it about once a year. So I just finished getting it all clean and I thought, why not give you guys a tour of my work trailer? This trailer is just another workspace that I take with me every day wherever I go, and it's great and it's handy to have. Before I get into giving you guys the inside tour of this, let's just do a quick walk around of the outside. It won't take long, it's not a very big trailer, don't worry guys. So in the ownership of this trailer, it tells me that it's a 7x15, but it's actually 7x15 to the point. This trailer is a V-nose, so realistically, it's actually a 7x12. It's 12 feet, and then it goes to a V, and then that's where they get the extra 15. So I actually call this a 7x12. So this trailer is a tandem axle, which means it has two axles. And I chose to go for two axles because I put a lot of weight in this trailer and a single axle trailer would not do it. I actually seen another flooring installer with a single axle trailer and he dropped a load of, I think it was tile in the back, and his axle actually broke. So seeing that made me go, note to self, get a tandem axle. Now let's head on inside. I'm sure that's all you guys care about. I have my trailer set up quite a bit differently than a lot of the other tool trailers that you'll see on YouTube. And the reason I have mine set up the way it is because I need to keep a lot of my floor space open because I'm a flooring installer and I use this trailer for my work, for installing flooring. So I have to be able to get skids in here. I have to get long rolls of carpet or sheet vinyl in here. So I need a lot of floor space. So stepping in through the back of my trailer, on the left-hand side, I have a rack up here, and this is where I keep a lot of my transition moldings for when I have to transition between different types of flooring. And then here is where I would strap my underlay, and it's I could fit 4x8 sheets of plywood right here, and I have a strap to stop it from falling over. Now on the right-hand side of my trailer, I have a shelf where I keep my buckets for when I have to do grouting and stuff like that. And I have some screws, box of screws. And then I have a cordless skill saw up here with a light that's underneath it. And then I have right here is my Dewalt tool bag where I keep my cordless brad nailer in there and my coping saw, glues, brad nails, anything I'm gonna need for doing trim. And then below that shelf, I have my straight edge, a square, and then a 3-foot straight edge. And then moving down, I have my hand roller, just a 3-section hand roller. I have my broom that just clips to the wall. That's the thing with trailers, you want everything secured so they don't move. And then I have my stair jig that I built. I have a video of this on YouTube. Go look it up if you want to see how this works, and it's an awesome tool to have. And then I have a hard hat to keep the safety inspector happy. And then on the floor below it, that's where I keep my power stretcher for stretching in carpet. Now back to the left-hand side of my trailer, next to my molding rack, I keep my cordless miter saw right here. It's a 7¼ inch Milwaukee. It's the brushless, and it's a really nice saw. It's plenty big for all I need, because before I had this saw, I was slugging around my 12-inch Dewalt saw, and that thing is heavy, and I almost twisted my ankle once carrying it up a set of steps into a house. So after that, I was like, forget this, I'm getting a smaller saw, and this is what I bought. I'm really happy with it. I've done entire hardwood jobs with this on a single battery, and it's amazing how long a 5 amp hour battery lasts in this saw. Just a 7¼ inch saw blade. The blades for it are a lot cheaper than the 12-inch blades I had to buy for my Dewalt compound miter saw. And then beside it, I have my hardwood nailer for installing 3¼ inch hardwood. It also has some plates on it so I can change it for 5/8 and 1/2 inch. And then the mallet right here just hangs up there on the wall when I need it. And below it, I have my laminate flooring shear, and I can actually cut 1/2 inch engineered hardwood with this as well. It's pretty awesome. And then below those tools, I have my Aircompressor, my vacuum, and I have the stand for my miter saw. And since we're already down on the floor, I might as well show you what I have here. I have my table saw. It's a Dewalt, and it's secured to the wall. I just have to flick up these two little levers, and then I can lift it up out of place, and then when I'm done with it, just put it back. and then I store some garbage cans underneath. So in the V-nose part of the trailer, that's where I keep the majority of my tools. And right here is where I keep my toolbox. And this is one of the first things I bring into the customer's house with me. And it has my tape measures, my pencils in there, hammers, screwdrivers, pry bars, knives, everything that I'm going to need pretty well is in this toolbox. And then I have a spot here for my stapler, the staple down underlay, a brad nailer, which I really don't use that much anymore since I've bought my Dewalt cordless nailer. And then I have a little cordless skill saw by Milwaukee. I think it's a 3 3/8 blade, and it's really nice for cutting 1/4 inch underlay. So this is an awesome tool. This is the third one I've owned, I think. They're just awesome. Whenever they break down, I just go and buy a new one right away. And then in these slots here, I have my carpet stapler or an upholstery stapler. Next beside that, I have one of these Rockwell Sonic Crafters. This is the F30. These things are awesome. I use them for undercutting door jambs and casings all the time, and gables and stuff like that. And then beside that, I have a hammer drill. This is actually the only drill that I have in the trailer. I don't have any cordless drills because this trailer is always parked out in the cold, and usually when I get to a customer's house or whatever, or when I need to use something with batteries, it's usually dead. So I'd rather have a cordless drill, and it's a hammer drill as well. So a lot of the times when I'm working in basements, I have to drill into concrete, so I'd rather just carry around one tool that can do all the work that I need it to do. And then the last spot here, I have a heat gun. And then above that, I have this little bungee cord system here, and that's where I keep my indoor shoes, and they're just a pair of Crocs. Crocs are awesome. I don't care if they're not in style. I really like them. They're super comfortable. And then I have a first aid kit, and that comes in handy sometimes. We all have accidents, and you want to be ready for them. Below it, I have my carpet knee kicker, and then I have my seaming box here, and that has my carpet seaming tool for seaming seams together, of course. And then I have a blower that I like to use if I'm doing like a vinyl plank or a vinyl tile where I have to wait for glue to dry. This just helps to accelerate the drying time. And then next to that, I have a spot here where I keep all my caulking and stuff like that. And speaking of caulking, I keep my caulking guns right here. And up here, I have a toolbox, just a small, shallow one, and I keep a lot of plumbing supplies in there. Quite often, I get into removing toilets and small vanities like that. So it's good to have extra toilet seals and water lines and bolts with you just in case. And then up above that, I have my quick drive tool for putting screws in to try to get rid of squeaks, because nobody likes a squeaky floor. And usually when I'm into someone's house and I have all their old flooring ripped out, you know what? Now's the time to put screws in. It's not often you get that opportunity. That is a back saver, that tool. Beside that, I have a backup plywood stapler just in case my main one doesn't work. Beside that, I just have some tapping blocks and pull bars for when you install laminate flooring. So I had this kind of awkward corner that I didn't really know what to do with, so I just made some corner shelves, and it turned out to be quite handy. So in the bottom here, with the little bungee cord holding it in, I have a patch pail with some floor patch. Quite often I need floor patch to fix cracks in concrete and stuff like that. Then the second shelf, I just have some staples and brad nails. And then the shelf up from that is my shelf with screws and nails. And then this one is just some miscellaneous stuff and a claw for ripping out carpet. It's pretty cool. Just grips on the carpet and you can pull. And there's just some accessories here for my hardwood stapler. And then the top shelf has, you know, extra chalk for chalk line, contact cement, some caution tape, you know, to block off an area so that people don't walk through your fresh glue or something they shouldn't be walking on. And then there's just some air compressor oil and the tools and whatnot. So that is it for this tour. You've probably seen that I have a lot of tools that you guys don't typically have or the normal person would have. Because I'm a flooring installer, I have a lot of flooring related tools. I know if you were an electrician or you're a plumber or a drywaller or a framer or whatever, you would have a lot of different tools in your trailer than what I have. And you know what, that's the way it goes. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And if you're new to my channel, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a new video. And like always, we'll see you in the next one.